don't know what the fuck's going on.
What
Did
the fuck?
you just have a stroke?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. The shit just kept pausing. Yeah,
It wasn't pausing for me.
Oh, it was pausing on mine, so that's why. My bad. Yeah, on mine it kept pausing and the music would stop and everything.
Oh no, it wasn't pausing. It was starting over, and
that's because I kept hitting it. Because on mine it was gone. It was
Remix.
gone. So yeah,
DJ Eric.
Exactly. Hold on.
No, it's DJ. He hate me.
Come on, let's go.
Right.
I'm not playing. Okay, where's your toy? Where's your toy?
Where's the toy? Come on.
Ready? Come on.
No excuse. My dog is just sitting in the corner waiting to get out. Why is your dog?
That's not a dog. That's a cat.
Oh,
That's my
coming to you.
My dog is sitting right next to me. My cat is the one that wants to play fetch.
Today I'm coming to you live from the Westgate Resort, the 21st floor.
There you go.
I'm looking at the sphere right outside my window right now. It's pretty cool, actually.
Oh,
actually, Westgate. What happened?
Did you see it wake up?
Yeah. It had like kind of like an orange little something going on right now. I'll throw it on the Discord, the picture that I just took.
The sphere is so cool, by the way. I love the sphere. When I take Quinn to school, I drive by it all the time just to go. Yeah.
Have you gone and done the little movie that they have?
No, I ain't been inside of it. I just like the outside of it. I don't want to ruin my joy like a 5-year-old kid.
The inside of it's fucking awesome.
Oh well, maybe
pretty cool. The seating's a little weird, but no, yeah, you should go check out that fucking.
The city's not.
They have like a little 50.
Weird.
Yeah.
But it's awesome inside.
I would say Mo just texted a picture.
I got it.
Oh, that looks really cool.
Oh, I put in for tickets for the 31st.
Good.
Where you guys going?
So when we went to that wrestling promotion, their big pay-per-view is the 31st, and it's all in a steel cage.
I got tickets to go see the Mets on the 31st because our veterinarian couldn't go. He's like, "You guys want the tickets?"
Nice.
Oh, we almost got spit on at the wrestling show, but Jeremy, like let's say one row back and off to the right, and if we wouldn't have moved, we would have fucking got spit on. So
yeah, because
Jeremy's
I
said,
hey, I clutch. Yeah. So yeah, good job, Jeremy, saving us from the spit.
That's how Jeremy does.
All right, so let's get into the free agency talk. Let's just talk about it. NFL free agency was wild. It was like NBA free agency. Like I don't know if you guys watch NBA free agency, but how?
No, I keep an eye on it.
As soon as midnight starts, there's deals that have been talked about for it seemed like weeks.
The tampering.
Yeah, as soon as tampering started, within like 15 minutes, there was like 50 deals. Like day one, there was like 56 deals on.
Derrick Henry was like, I can't wait to find this motherfucker.
Derrick Henry's like, come on.
So it was. My cat is just sprinting, doing laps between my bedroom and the bathroom in the hallway. It's just doing laps.
The zoomies. They got the zoomies.
Yeah, zoomies, exactly. Okay, so let's get into the free agency talk. What were your guys? You know what? Jeremy, what was your biggest surprise on free agency? Go.
The fact that the Raiders went out and addressed one of the biggest needs on the fucking team.
And you're talking about D-tackle Christian Wilkinson or whatever his name is?
Yeah, Christian Wilkinson.
That guy. That was your biggest surprise?
Well, I mean, other than Aaron Donald retiring.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, he hasn't really played that long.
Just 10 years.
Yeah, but remember, he was going to retire after the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 8 to 10 years for defensive
tackle. Pushed for that 10 years so he could get the lifetime benefits.
Yeah, that seems a little like you might have had another 2-3 years in you.
Oh, he's probably got more years in him, but
the whole on his body of having 5 people hugging.
It's like working for the government. After a certain amount of time, you become vested, and then it's like, hey, you're gonna have to pay me one way or another.
Yeah, but the government isn't paying you $30 million a year.
I wish.
Exactly. You would stay another 2 or 3 years. Sam, biggest surprise in free agency.
Honestly, the fact that Desmond Ridder got traded, I thought we were going to be stuck with him for a little longer. But I'm happy he gone.
Christmas came early.
I know, right?
Mo, biggest surprise.
He froze.
He froze.
His hotel Wi-Fi froze on him.
That's the Westgate Resort for you guys.
I was about to say, don't sit here and say that the Cowboys haven't done nothing is a
He
surprise.
did what the Cowboys did. Froze.
Nothing.
That's what he's doing. He's showing us that the Cowboys froze, so he froze.
What, they signed a long snapper?
Mo, biggest surprise.
Yeah, I guess. Big surprise is that I don't know if the Jones boys realized the free agency already started. Motherfuckers is late as hell. We barely, I guess, but we didn't even sign most of our players that we would want to bring back. So big surprise is that they hadn't made more moves than what they've been making so far.
That's what
they
they
can't
do
really get up for.
That's what they do every offseason. Every free agency, they do that. They never really do anything in the first part of free agency.
Right? The biggest or the last greatest free agent we signed was Deion Sanders, fucking way back when.
That's like T.O.
That's true. There you go. But yeah, it seems like they've kind of gone away from that model, trying to build through the draft. So I don't know if Stephen Jones thinks he's gonna fucking knock it out the park with the draft, but I don't think that's gonna make it happen. So I would like for them to at least try to bring back Stephen Gilmore or fucking somebody else to help us solidify the defense. But I don't know. Not really excited at the moment.
I mean, you guys have a lot of people that you need to take care of in the next season or two. So
that might be why, but
yeah, it's not surprising that you didn't go out and do much because you're about to spend money on Dak, CD,
Micah.
Yeah, so you're about to Diggs. So you're about to spend a lot of money. So that's not really that surprising to me. I mean, and like Jeremy says, they do that every year. They really don't make any big splashes. They kind of just wait. They tell Jerry Jones comes out and says, we're all in. And for some odd reason, all the Cowboy fans think they're AEW and believe him. And then out of nowhere, if y'all don't shut the fuck up with this standy by, get the hell out of here. Out of nowhere, fuck off. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
He's on it. He's on
Welcome, buddy. Thank you. So, so my biggest surprise, I'm going to be one. I got two. The running back movement, that was a surprise when you think how last offseason it seemed like the running backs were an afterthought. And this offseason on day one, they were signed immediately. They didn't get great deals. Like they weren't getting breaking the bank money, but they were still getting more money than what they were trying to fight for last year, a lot of them. And a lot of them just switched teams. Huh?
They really didn't.
No, but they got more guaranteed money, which is what they wanted.
Barely.
But I get it, but still, you go from last year.
Jacobs had a similar offer on the table from the Raiders, except he didn't have 3 void years on the contract from the Raiders.
Okay, but what this year he had one.
Maybe he just didn't want to be on the Raiders.
He had but what I'm saying is, even if he had a similar offer this year, he got franchise tag last year.
He had a similar offer that he got from Green Bay
last year,
but we didn't have void years on the contract.
Last offseason?
This year.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is I get with the switching, but what I'm saying is last offseason, the running backs were getting franchise tag. They couldn't get multi-year deals, it seemed like. And this offseason in day one, you had Jacobs, you had
DeAndre
Swift, Gibson, what is it? Barkley.
But Jacobs literally isn't guaranteed a multi-year deal. He's guaranteed.
I'm not saying he is, but they still got signed to one. Okay, so take out Jacobs. Take out Jacobs. Let's just talk about all the other running backs.
What's the longest running back contract this year? 3 years?
I think it's Saquon.
Anybody get more than that?
Somebody got 4 years.
That's Jacobs, but it's
Jacobs
3 years.
Yeah, Jacobs got 4 years. Saquon got 3 years. I think Saquon is
Jacobs
3 years.
got 4 years, but only his first year is guaranteed. They can opt out after this year.
They got a team option.
Yeah, for
pretty much
3 years.
Yeah, but Saquon Barkley got 3 years. I think it was 37 with, is it 25 guaranteed?
Yeah, he's guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. So even though we're going to say, besides Josh Jacobs, they still got more guaranteed money than what they were getting, than what we were talking about last year. Last year during the offseason, it was, they're going to be an afterthought. They're not going to get paid. Austin Eckler talking all this damn bullshit. and then basically the day one, you see 4 to 5 contracts handed out multi-years with some sort of guaranteed money, minus Josh Jacobs. See, we touched a nerve with that one. And secondly, Kirk Cousins getting paid so much fucking money. How the hell does he keep doing
What?
this?
I don't
His
understand.
agent is amazing.
I don't understand how he keeps getting paid.
His agent deserves a fucking Oscar.
Seriously.
He probably won't be an Eagle for 3 years.
Hopefully, he follows the DeMarco Murray plan.
Like I don't know. What is it? What is it? Was it 417 million? He's been guaranteed.
Yeah.
If he finishes out these however many years, it's 417 million.
Who?
Kurt
Cousins.
Kirko Chains.
Yeah, no, it is.
How's he keep getting all this much guaranteed money?
You know why? I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because he's like, it's like Target, like where he shops at. Do you ever hear anybody get mad at Target?
Yes.
Yeah, they were both died not too long ago.
I don't ever hear people, but I hear people talk shit about Walmart all the time.
Target gets fucking cussed out all the time. They just got done getting cussed the fuck out for some.
Okay, so maybe that was a bad analogy. So let's.
He shot at Kohl's, by the way, not Target.
So I don't get it because, I mean, let's break this down real quick. He's going to be 36. He's coming off of what is an ACL or an MCL injury?
Achilles.
One of those. Achilles. We saw what happened. I'm going to just be honest. I know it's two different sports, but we saw what happened to Kobe Bryant after his Achilles. He lasted one more season. So I'm not thinking that Kirk Cousins is Kobe Bryant. Secondly, his age. Thirdly, he's not that fucking good. He is a slightly above average quarterback. I don't care about his wins or his losses or his prime time. It's like with Justin Herbert, who hasn't done shit. At least you can say there's that potential. He could go higher. We know what Kirk Cousins is. Kirk Cousins is I don't even want to say, I want to say this, but I'm trying to figure out how to say it in the right words. I don't know. He's a better version of Derek Carr. I don't understand how he's getting that much
He's
money.
miles above Derek Carr. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you fucking serious?
Don't really think he's that.
This
much
man has been on a plane without a shirt with fucking change for fucking days. Derek Carr couldn't even think about doing that.
That has nothing to do with his play on the field, though.
I don't give a fuck.
Derek Carr gets stats. Not Derek Carr. Kirk Cousins gets stats.
Derek Carr gets fourth quarter stats.
He gets hits on YouTube, so maybe that's it. I'm trying to monetize.
Think about it. I mean,
and he's gonna get Atlanta Coles so much business.
just that dude gets paid so much. So Sam, you're the Falcons fan. What are your thoughts on it?
I wish they would have got Justin Fields personally. Still, that was my pick. When it comes to Kirk, I mean,
at least I'm not the only one that said it.
I didn't say they were the same. I said he was slightly. I said he was better. Slightly better.
Slightly better, Derek Carr. I mean, the reason why we signed him too, I feel like, is because Raheem Morris knows what he's getting out of Kirk Cousins, since he was his coach in Washington for all those years.
Yeah, a slightly average quarterback, above average quarterback for $100 million.
Yeah, we can't act like we've had great quarterbacks in our franchise history. I could probably name 4.
Chandler.
Okay, wait, how long have you been a Falcons fan?
Very long time.
Okay, so just give me a set of years. How long?
Well, it can't be very long. You've only been alive for 12 years.
You're not wrong. 2004. I mean, they've only had Michael Vick.
Stop it right
Ryan.
now. You shut the fuck up. We're not doing this pity patty. So you had Michael Vick and Matt Ryan most of your fucking life as a Falcons.
Most of my life, yeah.
What are you talking about? We haven't had great quarterbacks. You've only seen highly, highly good quarterbacks mostly. You didn't go through the Chandler Jones and the fucking
Barkowski.
Chandler Jones.
You know about them, but you personally didn't go through those areas.
Remember
Chandler?
year?
Your lifetime, you've spent most of the time with Michael Vick, Matt Ryan. Now, granted, after that, Desmond Ridder, Tyler Heineke, and there might have been that time in between when Vic was in jail.
Chris Redmond. We had Byron.
Did you have Mariota? Did you have Mariota for a little bit?
Yeah, they had Mariota with Desmond Ridder. So we're talking about literally Desmond Ridder's going into his third year.
Yeah, but he's gone.
So, but we're talking about a 2 to 3 year span in 20 years that they had a slightly a less than average quarterback or less than above average quarterback.
Yeah, but we're also talking about just because in that same time, it doesn't make it any different that they've had bad quarterbacks the entire time.
In that same time, Jeremy has had Jamarcus Russell, Derek Carr, Byron Jones, Aaron Brooks.
I mean, we're also the team that traded Brett Favre.
73 head coaches.
Exactly.
But the Kirk, I mean, again, if it works out the way that they want it to, the Raheem Morris knows what he's getting out of Kirk. And maybe they start building a project quarterback down the line.
What is he getting?
He's getting an above average quarterback.
So
maybe he's getting 10% of that bag. He's like, I'll bring you in.
This is the weirdest thing to me because you're not drafting a quarterback this year.
No, definitely not. They're going to get a lot of people saying they're getting that edge rusher Dallas Turner.
Okay, but we're seeing the problem that Minnesota Vikings have. You said you wanted to build for a future. Unless Kirk Cousins sucks, he is just good enough to keep you out of building for a future. You'd have to get lucky on your lands, which is why Minnesota had so many good receivers.
Yeah, well, the thing with the Falcons, though, for the past few years, they've drafted Pitts, number 8. They drafted London, number 8. They drafted Bijan, number 4. Or no, I think they drafted Pitts 4, and then like everyone else was 8. Like,
yeah, no, I get you.
How many first-round picks of offense so high up can they get? Like this, they need to start doing something. Like, but Kirk Cousins was definitely not the right answer for future. Like again, I think Justin. If they really wanted to trade for a quarterback, I think Justin Fields would have been the answer.
You can stop that. Even if you don't trade for him, the overpay.
Oh yeah, the overpay.
Kirk Cousins isn't a bad pick. It's just that 180 million guaranteed. He's a bad fucking pick.
No, it's 100 guaranteed.
It's 100 guaranteed, and it's what, $180 million contract
total.
Yeah,
total.
So that's the problem. If you could have got him for like 28 to 32, probably be a better deal.
We also got to adjust for the cap increase, though. That's got to play into it somewhat.
I don't even. Yeah, I
with the inflated numbers.
I know that's how we signed Chris Jones. But that doesn't make sense when you have a young roster to handcuff yourself with an older quarterback on that type of money for 4 years.
Is that the veteran receiver they want? Kirk Cousins.
That's my issue. Like if he had a shorter contract or a longer term contract, we got to see the details. Maybe there's an out, but maybe all the money
on Cole's cash.
Paying them in polos and pullovers.
Jeremy had the fun one to say.
2001,
we have to soap. We have to soap.
What's your? I don't have a beef with Kirk Cousins. This is the issue. I'm not gonna pat him on the back for being fucking slightly above average.
He doesn't make us a Super Bowl contender like everyone's been like.
I have a problem with quarterbacks getting overpaid for not doing shit. That is my problem. I have the same problem with Justin Herbert. I have the same problem with Dak Prescott got fucking paid. I have the same problem with a lot of quarterbacks that get paid money. Matthew Stafford, when he got fucking paid, back before his Super Bowl, when he was with the Lions. When you don't do shit, you don't deserve to get paid. We've seen Kirk. We know what he is. You're not paying him on potential. You're paying him based off of what he's done. And what the fuck has he done? The last time we saw him in the playoffs, he threw an interception to the Daniel Jones-led fucking Giants. Stop it. Let's not act like he's good. Stop. And it was a blatant interception. Like on 4th down, he was checking down. We know what he does. So I just don't think at 42, and if you think 42 or whatever the fuck his contract is good, then you know what? I would love to work for you. Cousins is just good enough to make you say just maybe, but bad enough that he will never get anywhere. Exactly. And we're paying him like he's done. They're paying him like he's done something. Now, granted, did they have to overpay for him because of the fact that there was a lot of options for them? Of course they could have overpaid for him.
All right.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just don't think a good head.
I don't
And
think
I
they had
know.
to overpay because there's a lot of options for him. I don't think there was that many options.
Okay, maybe there was, but I just think that your first move as a head coach coming back to the Falcons, handcuffing yourself to an average quarterback at above average quarterback pay is absolutely stupid.
I think they might take a quarterback late in this draft that might be like a project quarterback to try to build them or whatever. That's my thought.
Well, they got 4 years.
Oh yeah, I know Manny wants out.
Name anybody that has came back at that age from an injury like that.
Deuce McAllister, even though he was 26, wasn't he?
Yeah, no. Okay, Kirk Cousins is not that guy. He's not.
And I don't think Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson was pretty old when he got his.
Please don't. Don't ever insult Adrian Peterson like that again. That motherfucker's boxing right now.
I mean, Kobe, they come back and drop 60.
He dropped 62 literally. Yeah, I know Baby wants out. She hears all the noises going on. She's like, I want to be part of it.
I want to be part of this Falcons talk. I'm out of here.
Okay.
She's like, I hated Desmond Ritter too. Okay, let's leave.
They said, we're going to get rid of you.
What do you think was the best move so far?
Derrick Henry to the Ravens?
Jimmy G to the Rams.
Go ahead and explain the Derrick Henry to the Ravens. I really like that, but
I mean, that RPO with Lamar Jackson coming down your face, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough to stop. So I'm just excited. It should, produce some good offensive, football from there. And hopefully, they can not repeat what happened in the divisional round. So
I agree with Anthony Price. I think at first I thought this was a badass move. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, who's going to stop that RPO? The problem that they have is what happened in the AFC Championship game. What did they not do?
Run the ball?
Do you think having Derrick Henry is going to make them run the ball?
Yeah,
it should.
I mean,
they were the number one rushing.
They were 100% retarded.
They were the number one rushing offense last year.
If you don't run the ball with Derrick Henry, your school bus had an elevator on it.
They were one of the best rushing offenses last year and still decided not to run the ball. What makes you think that Derrick Henry's gonna change it? They have Lamar Jackson.
Gives you but now you got a two-headed fucking attack.
Buddy, they were the
now you got two running backs instead of one.
So let's say, for instance, they go through the playoff. They become a top 3 rushing defense again. When they get in the playoffs and they get into the crunch time, do you really think having Derrick Henry is going to change the fact that they were still a top 3 rushing defense last year and didn't run the fucking ball?
What are you talking about? They're going to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, and he's going to throw the ball to not Odell Beckham, because I just realized they cut him.
Yeah, they released Odell.
Yeah.
They're going to throw the same ball.
Who is actually very, very good for them. I think this is a luxury sign. I don't think they needed him. I think they could have used that money someplace else, even though it's not a lot of money. And I think when it comes down to it, the issue was not that they could not run the ball last year. The issue wasn't that they needed to go out and get a running back to make them run the ball even more. The issue was they want Lamar to throw the fucking ball. And I still think even if you have Derrick Henry, they're going to continue to do that.
What do you think?
The problem was Lamar was bad at being. That's the problem. It's a luxury sign. Yeah. I don't understand how getting. He is one of the best running backs, even though he's not in his prime no more. Adding them to a top rushing offense is going to change anything for them. Now, on the other hand, I like the Barkley to the Eagles. I think that's a totally different.
He's got to learn how to do the tush push.
Do you really need the tush push as much if you have Saquon Barkley?
They had DeAndre Swift, who was killing it last year, and they still do.
DeAndre Swift is not Saquon Barkley.
DeAndre Swift is still a great running back.
He's not.
I think you can use the same argument for the Eagles, though. Like, they were already a great rushing team, and it seemed like they could just plug anybody in there. So that's also something that could similarly be said about them. That could be a luxury signing.
Okay, so this is what I would say on that. It is a luxury signing because of what they need. but he also okay. So here we go. Christian McCaffrey getting traded to the Niners was a luxury signing, but he's actually the most important player on their team.
Yeah, I would say that was more of a game changer for them, though.
Saquon Barkley is going to become one of the most important players on the team because of his ability out of the backfield, the catching, the ability that he's going to open up for A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and he's going to really open up that offense, which other running backs can't do. Derrick Henry doesn't do that. He just runs the ball. Saquon Barkley is so much more versatile than Derrick Henry with the Eagles. It's going to make a much bigger impact than Derrick Henry will. Much bigger impact.
I think Derrick Henry has a better season.
What'd you say?
If you want to, I'll say Derrick Henry has a better season.
I guarantee you he doesn't.
All right, what you want to put on it?
Well, let's see. Let's go. Let's look at the stats last year. DeAndre Swift stats.
No, I'm talking about Derrick Henry versus Barkley. This is coming up here.
He wasn't even talking about Swift.
I just want to see what DeAndre Swift had in that Eagles offense last year before I go ahead and jump on this. Nah. DeAndre Swift had 229 carries for 149 yards. He had.
Why are you looking at DeAndre Swift?
Because he played the Eagles last year.
Yeah, but remember, he was sharing his backfield with the tush push and Kenneth Gainwell.
I know, but I'm kind of looking at just what he got in receiving and stuff like that. He had 5 touchdowns.
But what's the purpose of looking at DeAndre Swift?
Because it gives me an idea of what they're
get the baseline.
Yeah, the baseline.
But see, I don't think you can take like 1 year to the next. I don't think they'll be cookie cutter like that. New people that's gonna make them change things up.
Idea of how much they were using him on a regular basis. Because off the top of my head, I didn't remember. So Saquon Barkley, no, I'll definitely go with this bet. What do you want to bet? I can't bet money because if I bet money, I'm going to lose.
No, we don't have to bet money. We do push-ups.
I'm down. How many push-ups?
The difference in yards.
Buddy, we might die.
Well, you have to do it all at once.
Saquon week 1,
the difference of 1,000. You have to do that shit over the year.
Let's get the rules straight real quick. So are we just talking about rushing or overall better season?
Overall scrimmage yards, I guess.
Oh, you're on. You're fucking on, dude. Last year he had 1,300 yards from scrimmage, basically. 1,400 yards from scrimmage. Fucking DeAndre Swift had more yards than he did in the Eagles offense than Derrick Henry did. Saquon Barkley is going to torch people.
But he was on the Titans. That would be on the Ravens.
He's going to get less running opportunity because nobody on the Titans ran the ball. In RPO, he's not getting the ball every time. He's not getting 280 carries with the Ravens.
But they'll be better. There'll be more yield from his runs. Is what I'm getting at.
You'll see higher yards per carry.
I think wasn't the Ravens O-line better than the Titans?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Of course, I'm not. Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm kind of banking on, and just the talent that surrounds them is not gonna. They can't key in on him.
Commit to just the running back. They don't have to worry about the quarterback fucking running.
Exactly. So they're not gonna be able to stack as many boxes against them. Because they're still gonna try to get Bateman, fucking Flowers involved.
Lamar Jackson's still gonna get 800 to 1,000 yards rushing.
And I mean that's fine, but I think they can both eat.
The issue that we have though, that's my if it was Derrick Henry and let's say on the Eagles or another team that had a great.
He was projected to go to the Cowboys too.
Let's say he was on the Cowboys, I would probably give you that all day. But he's splitting carries with Lamar Jackson, and they're still keeping J.K. Dobbins, aren't they?
No.
Did they release him?
I think, yeah. So I think he might be out though.
They didn't release him. They released Gus Edwards.
They released Gus Edwards, but I think I heard J.K. Dobbins' name being rumored with other teams maybe trying to grab him like that.
I'm trying to see the news. He might be released.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought they linked him with us for possible targets.
But that was because of Des Bryant.
Dowdle and
No, but Des Bryant said that he should go to the Cowboys. I just saw that article.
well, besides Des Bryant, I saw just a list of.
Says everybody should go to the Cowboys. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why
everyone should go to the Cowboys.
That's why he's linked.
And that's also why he's stupid.
He said,
like, fucking Christ. Like, literally, if you haven't watched Des Bryant literally says, well, connected to the fucking Cowboys. Fucking Jesus Christ is connected to the fucking Cowboys.
Well, Jesus Christ is connected. He looks down. He was looking down through the hole in Texas Stadium.
In what hole in Texas Stadium? He's looking.
Don't you know that's what they? You know, sometimes you gotta go through the flood before you come out on the other side. So it's 40 years of the flood.
If he could, he would take her.
It's fucking Noah's Ark right now.
To the Cowboys.
Okay, hold on. Eagles training staff seems to suck at injury prevention.
That's what I'm kind of low key banking on too. I think he's gonna get a quad injury and then fucking be out half the season.
J.K. Dobbins is a free agent.
Okay.
Let's fucking eat.
So J.K. Dobbins will not be there.
Just to give you guys the heads up with Saquon Barkley's injury history, I know we talk a lot of shit about this, and I know everybody says Saquon Barkley is very, very injured because he had that 1 year in 2020 where he only played 2 games as a running back. First year, 16 games. Second year, 13 games. Third year, 2 games. 13 games. 16 games, 14 games. In the last 3 years, he has missed 4, 7, 8 games.
So now do the last 4 years.
Okay, you're right. Let's do his whole career.
Yeah.
His whole career. How many possible games?
He's got 14 from one.
When did they go to 17? When did they go to 17 again?
2 years ago?
Was it in 2021?
No, it's like
last
year.
Okay, it was last
I thought
year.
it's been 2 seasons. No, it's been 2 seasons of it.
No,
yeah, so it was last season, last off season.
Wouldn't that just be one season?
The first season we had Josh McDumpfuck. It was 16.
What's up, Eric? I didn't hear you.
What year did we go to 17 games?
Last season.
2022 off season?
No, we've had a few years of that now, haven't we?
It's been 2 years at least of 17 games.
But technically, Saquon has only played a full year. Was 2018 because in 2022 I think he was sitting out the last game because they made the playoffs already and they were playing for nothing and he was hurt for 1 game.
Yeah, so 2022 we've only had 2 seasons of it. Jeremy's right.
I said 2 seasons.
Yeah, most of
we've had the 2022 and the 2023 season. That's it.
Yeah, I said last season, so it wasn't me.
Huh?
I said last season, so I wasn't the one who said it.
You know, Mo said 2. I was like, we've had it for more than that.
Yeah, I know it was more than 1. I just couldn't remember 2 or 3, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 2.
But you said when Josh McDaniels started, that was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, McDaniels.
No, he said 16. He thought they had only had 16 on his first season. What he had said.
Yeah, I thought when we had the first season, we got Josh McDumpfuck was only 16 games.
Okay, so he's.
Hey, Josh McDaniels only thought it was 16 games too. That's probably why he fucked up.
He thought it was only 1 game.
He took 1 game off. Oh shit, boy! Sorry, we got the game plan. Do what you want.
There's been 146 possible games for him to play.
Damn, you're gonna fall. Can we fix this? You're gonna fall. You're not balanced.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Eric, not your dog.
Oh yeah, the dog's right here. Say hello, Grippy. You're back.
Your dog has longer legs than I anticipated.
Why? Are you making fun of my dog?
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was gonna have like shorter legs.
What? Do you think this is a corgi? I want a corgi.
I do.
Well, I guess I'm used to my dog having dachshund legs, so
Yeah.
longer leg.
She is so confused right now. Like, I was laying peacefully, you asshole. Put me back.
Okay, so he's had a possible of 98 games to play, and he's played 74. So he's missed 24 games in 5 years.
Boxers have some long ass legs.
So on average, if you take his, let's see,
You look so stoic.
I got you, Anthony. I bet I'll take that bet.
What do you say? The 50 push-ups? I'm down.
He says Joe
Mixon,
Mixon would have a better year.
Them both.
Ooh.
Okay, why are you throwing Pollard in there? He's not going to do anything.
You guys, even with his 1 year he missed, he averages 14 to 15 games a season.
He averages 4 games missed a season.
Yeah, 3 to 4 games missed a season. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What's the best ability?
Availability. But take out that one season, he averages 2 to 3 games.
You can't take out the fucking one season. It's already happened.
Okay, so even with that one season,
he had COVID.
It's not as bad as what people are saying it is.
He's missed 24 games in his career. And he's 6 years
and one season he missed 14.
He's missed 24 games in 6 years that he's been in.
Yeah, yes.
What about like games that he hadn't finished or games that he only played partially in? I wonder how many, because it seems like he's
Austin Eckler.
He's 6 seasons in and has missed 24 games.
JK. Okay, I get what you're saying. He misses 4 games a season. But as a running back, how bad is that?
That's bad.
That's pretty bad.
How many other running backs miss 4 games a season? 2 to 3. Then we have to find that variable. Because if most of the league is missing 2 to 3 games a season, it's not bad to miss 4. It's not that injury prone. Look at Derrick Henry.
I can't move, so I can't Google with you guys.
Oh, because you have the dog on you.
Wait, I figured it out. Right, he's a Raven now.
So in 5 seasons, Jacobs has missed 9.
So we're counting 2018. Henry played 16, 15, 16, 8, 16, 17.
Yeah, I see that. So he averages about 14 to 15 games a season. So he misses between about 2 games a season.
Yeah, because he also had an injured year like Saquon did. 2021, he played 8 games and then got hurt.
Yep.
Jacobs average.
Well, boys, I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm gonna start getting ready and head over to the head shaving event for any of those watching. I'll throw the link in the Discord in the chat for anybody that may want to donate to the cause or share it for anybody else that may want to.
Go to our Twitter. It's up there from 2 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. There you go. Catch it there.
I'll retweet it right now. It's up there on it'll be up on our Twitter right now.
Hashtag fuck cancer.
Derrick Henry averages 1.375 games missed a season.
Okay, then I'm just saying it's not as bad as what everybody's makes that. But there's nothing I can say because the numbers don't lie. Okay. Any other things you guys want to talk about? What
the fuck is a corporate success coach?
You never seen those guys that like come in to like help build like bond, like team building and like you guys are like a family and like all that stupid crap?
Well, that's not me, so that's quite inaccurate.
What other free agent moves? I think the Texans are going really all in this year too with this.
Fucking.
Are you worried about it?
Who else?
The Texans?
Fucking.
Yeah.
Am I worried about it?
I don't think
I'm not even in the same conference.
But I mean, I don't think the Joe Mixon signing is as big as what everybody thinks it will be.
Well, what about Danielle Hunter?
I think that's a huge signing. I'll definitely take those. I'll take that push up. Oh wait, Henry and Pollard put together.
Pollard? Why the fuck are you putting Pollard in there? He was a stupid signing.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Well, I'll take it. I'll take the bet just for the 50 push-ups. I'll take the bet. Let's go.
Hold on. I want to see. So the Texans have been making some moves. I mean, what they just traded away their picks to. They just did a trade with the freaking Vikings.
That they now don't have a first round pick.
Yeah. So wait. All right. So they got Joe Mixon. They re-signed Dalton Schultz. He's a big one. They signed Danico Autry, Danielle Hunter. They took Jeff Okuda, Mike Ford. I mean, they seem to be trying to build a defense around everything. And they signed Tommy Townsend, which I know the punter doesn't mean nothing to this channel, but
no, punters are cool. Fuck kickers. Okay,
kickers.
I like Tommy Townsend.
I can't believe he left the Chiefs. What the fuck is wrong with him?
What the fuck is wrong with him? Fucking long-haired pretty boy. Now I'm pissed. At first, I was like, wow, y'all. And then I was like, wait, who the fuck leaves the Chiefs as a punter? So yeah.
Oh Lord. But yes, I mean the Texans are making some moves.
Butker's a kicker. He's a field goal kicker. It's different than a punter. Okay. I dislike all kickers. I think punters are cool. Pat McAfee is cool. Don't like kickers. I think punters.
Yeah, the Texans definitely are building the defense.
They're building the defense, and I like what Cleveland's doing too. I mean, they got Devin Bush, they got Jerry Jeudy, and they re-signed some key pieces. They got Jordan Hicks, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean I don't mind them. It's just I always worry, and I know I can't really say I worry because I know that maybe it's just a hater in me. I know that the best way to win a championship right now or to build a team is to have a rookie quarterback on a rookie scale deal because they're cheap. You build the team around that, and hopefully you get. I understand the whole concept of it, so I'm not mad with them going for it. I just don't. I'm not saying that CJ Stroud is not great. I'm not saying that he's not good. I don't think I'm as high on him as everybody else is.
Well, he's only had 1 year. We got to see how he had because a lot of players do go through this sophomore slump. So he might have an off year, and then all these 1 year signings they're doing are going to be all for nothing.
And then we've also seen a lot of players that get put in I'm not saying very good situations, which when the Texans got drafted, nobody thought he was in a good situation. But they have success built off of a lot of different things. And then when you hand the keys over to them, they just flop. Yeah. And I'm not saying he's that guy. I just need to see more from him. Like watching him play, not saying he wasn't good or anything like that. There was not a lot that I was looking at besides his touchdown to interception ratio. Which he takes care of the ball. He doesn't turn the ball over at all.
He took very good care of that ball.
Yeah, and that's a lot to the games of why they won. I just didn't see a lot. I wasn't like, oh, this guy is the next coming of whatever. I was like, they have a very good team.
They have good receivers. They got backup for Dameon Pierce with Joe Mixon. Like they have a two-headed running back.
No, he's not the backup. They re-signed him.
Who? Mixon?
Yeah, they just signed Mixon. He's their starter.
What about Dameon Pierce?
They just gave Mixon a contract.
All right. Well, they have a two-headed running back beast in Mixon and Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, 3 years, $27 million with $13 guaranteed.
All right, so maybe he's starting. Or they put Dameon Pierce at fullback.
I mean, you could do the two-headed monster. It works well. Use Joe Mixon in first and second down, receiving out of the backfield. Use Dameon Pierce in third or fourth. You can do that.
Yeah, easily. Also, the Jets, I noticed, they've been signing a lot of offensive linemen.
They have to.
I mean, they're going to have to. They're going to have to go with a shitty quarterback.
They're going to have to.
Because they're going to lose Aaron Rodgers to be the fucking
vice president,
conspiracy theorist, vice president, running mate.
Well, they just signed Tyrod Taylor too.
Yeah, they're gonna have to protect somebody. It ain't gonna be Aaron Rodgers.
We know what happens when you and I feel bad for this because I've actually done a Tyrod Taylor superstar career in Madden because I just thought he got shafted sometimes with how.
All right, you want to talk about Washington? Let me pull up what they've done too. Because my God, I don't like what they've done.
What have they done?
All right, hold on.
They've done a lot.
The Commanders signed Marcus Mariota, who is basically their starting quarterback right now until the draft. They've got
no, he's not their starting quarterback
until the draft. I said.
Yeah. Let's not even just give him that. We're not even giving him the dignity.
So you have Marcus Mariota here, Austin Eckler, who ran like 14 miles per hour.
And wasn't he often? Didn't he get injured a couple times this year?
I think he got hurt a lot too.
Yeah, because he didn't play well after talking all that shit about running backs need to do this.
He played like ass last year, so I'm sorry, but I was going to get to them eventually, but we want to talk about this now, right?
Yeah, he had 628 yards.
stats. Let's see. He played 14 games, and it was he's never broken 1,000 yards either rushing.
He had the worst yards per attempt this season, 3.5, and averaged 44 yards a game.
You also signed retirement home standee Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
2 linemen, and then a lot of edges here because they have Dante Fowler.
You let go of Gibson. And I know they have, and you lost Curtis Samuel.
Lost Curtis, and I don't even know what they got for Sam Howell.
Fifth round pick or fourth round pick?
I think it was a 4th round pick.
And then you got Frankie Louvu, which is a good pickup from the Panthers. You signed him to a 3-year deal. Signed Bobby Wagner, another old man. Jeremy Chin for 1 year, which was interesting. And you signed a long snapper and Brandon McManus. I mean, they signed a lot of old people.
You also let go of Logan Thomas.
So what?
Granted, you hired Dan. I mean,
McManus is a kicker.
I'm going to put it this way: you guys Washington has made a lot of moves, but this is one of those years where, and it's going to sound kind of harsh, but it doesn't really matter because we don't know what you're going to be. We have no clue your identity. We don't know what type of quarterback you're going to get. We don't know what the Bears are going to do. We don't know.
And we have no idea what Dan Quinn is going to do for this team.
We don't know if you're going to pick J.D. McDaniels or Drake May. We don't really know how your offense is going to run because, I mean, even if you go back to Atlanta's days, he had Kyle Shanahan as OC coordinator. So there's a lot of mysterious about you because it's you basically rebuilding.
If we look at what happened to Dan Quinn once Shanahan left, he folded.
You're starting over. Yeah, McManus is the kicker. You're starting over. So you're starting over. So we can talk about your moves, but we don't know what it's going to impact because we don't know how your team is going to be ran right now. We need to see more of the draft and see where you're going and to see what happens. Right now, I understand Logan Thomas is injury prone, but when you're bringing in a quarterback, to me, I don't know if I want to lose some of these weapons that the Gibson and the Curtis Samuel and the Logan Thomas. But again, we'll have to see what happens. That's kind of my big thing. Let's see. Let's see what happens. So you guys could have a good team. But again, let's be honest. Last year, if we would have talked about Sam Howell all offseason, we would have gave a fuck.
I mean, Sam Howell got a 2024 4th and a 6th. And then they exchanged 3rds and 5ths.
Yeah, so I mean,
your moves right now, the Chargers doing?
Your moves right now are insignificant.
Let's see, what are the Chargers doing?
We know what the Chargers are doing.
They got rid of everybody.
Jeremy, we've talked about this.
They restructured Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
Yeah,
they got rid of Keenan Allen and fucking Mike Williams.
Yes, to free up cap room because they were over the cap.
But they didn't need to get rid of Keenan Allen. They were already cap compliant.
Keenan Allen doesn't like fucking Jim Harbaugh. Watch.
So the report was they came and asked him to take a pay cut. And he told him no.
Yeah, and Jim, and from that moment on, it was probably Jim.
What did I tell you Harbaugh was going to do?
That's what I said. That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. I've been trying to give you your flowers. I was like, you've talked about this multiple times. That Jim Harbaugh is going to come in here and try to make the team in his identity. He's going to draft a lot of his players, and then he's going to shit the bed. You've said this multiple times.
How long before you think he trades? What's his face?
Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
A season.
They're going to go sign. They're going to go draft JJ McCarthy.
He's going to give him a season.
I'm telling you, I've got a feeling they're going to make a move for JJ McCarthy, and then they're going to try to get fucking Blake Corum.
He's going to give Herbert a season. If he drafts JJ McCarthy, he'll give Herbert a season, and he'll end up, and then he'll let JJ McCarthy sit for a year.
Let's see. Who is the receiver for the Chargers right now? Because they have no one. Number 1 receiver, Joshua Palmer.
They signed Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst.
But I think if Jim Harbaugh was smart, in my opinion, this is what I would do. If I went into the Chargers in that meeting, I'd have been like, look, listen, y'all got a lot of people with a lot of inflated salary cap. So we're going to have to get rid of some people. I know there's some people you want to keep, but we're going to have to get rid of people and try to replace some people.
What's up, man?
And if we do that, we're going to have to restructure some people. So we may be bad for this year, but we're building towards the future. And who knows? He may take a receiver in the draft.
They should have released Khalil Mack and fucking picked up an edge in the fucking draft.
But if he takes a receiver in the draft and then tries to trade back up to the front, using Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa as trade bait to get back up to get JJ McCarthy, he may be good.
I don't think he's going to do that.
It's all Michigan players.
I don't think he's going to be able to take a receiver and then try to trade back up for JJ McCarthy. If he tries to do that, McCarthy's going to be gone.
I didn't see this one until other. I gotta be honest. I don't like Pat McAfee as much since he joined ESPN.
Well, yeah,
I liked when he called out the ESPN brass.
I do, but it's not the same as what it was before.
No, it's not the same.
All right, let's talk about the Bears since we haven't touched on them.
What the
I thought we were gonna go switch to the Titans real quick.
Okay, let's talk about the Titans then, because the Bears take a little longer.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Titans didn't want to pay AJ Brown 4 years, $92 million, and they gave it to Calvin
Ridley.
Look, we know what this offseason is. This offseason is fix your fucking mistakes.
With $50 million guaranteed.
All of the Falcons hiring Raheem Morris, a whole bunch of other dumb shit that's happening. It's fix your fucking mistakes. The trading Desmond Ridder because we never should have drafted him, trading Sam Howell, trading Kenny Pickett, getting rid of Russell Wilson. It's fixing your mistakes offseason. And that's what the Titans did. The Titans.
Oh, really? Signing Mason Rudolph?
Who?
The Titans.
I'm talking about with Calvin Ridley. They're fixing their mistake.
That's not fixing a mistake.
That is. They're trying to fix their mistake for AJ Brown. They're like, shit, we should have signed him money. Let's bring in somebody for a young quarterback. That's all they're doing. They're trying to fix a mistake, and they didn't overpay.
Calvin Ridley is 29 years old.
I know. How old is AJ Brown?
Like 26.
So we're not talking much of a difference.
But how is signing Tony Pollard fixing their mistake?
That's not. I'm just saying that Calvin Ridley.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown is 26, and they shipped him off what 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So he wanted a 4-year contract.
I know.
At 24, at 24 years old, he'd have been 28.
I'm telling you, this is the offseason of fixing teams' mistakes. Not every move that they do is to fix a mistake, but a lot of moves they do is to fix a mistake. An overpay on Calvin Ridley, which I think is an overpay.
It is.
Yeah, is because you didn't pay AJ Brown and you understand what happened the last 2 years. Again, that's just, you see all these quarterbacks that were drafted. Fuck them. We don't even want them on our team. Last offseason, we're starting with them. See, offseason before, we're starting with them. No, we don't want these bitches on our team no more. Get the fuck out of here.
Although I want to know, so you lose Derrick Henry, that's great, and you have a very young, sensational backup in Tajay Spears. Why the hell did you sign Tony Pollard to 3 years, $24 million? He has not played well.
3 years, $24 million is $8 million a year.
Still.
That's the same. That's pretty much the same as what Henry got.
How much cap space do they have? Yeah, but maybe they think Henry's done, and they just need an insurance policy for their young back.
I don't know. Tony Pollard.
It sounds like they have an abundance of cap space with the $30 million coming in. Because who the fuck are they paying?
They did. They had like $100 million.
They signed Lloyd Cushenberry for 4 years, $50 million. That includes $26 million fully guaranteed with a signing bonus of 18.
I'm going to have to dig into the Tony Pollard contract to see if there's an out. But right now, that doesn't bother me. Right now, when you're building a team, you know you probably aren't going to contend for a couple seasons, like a real contender. And you have insurance in the backfield with some guy that I'm not saying that he is a great back, but his best days were when he was splitting time.
Yeah, when he was with Ezekiel.
So maybe that's what they're trying to recreate.
Who's best days?
Pollard's.
when he was splitting with carries with Ezekiel,
That's how he got. Yeah,
he was doing better.
You want to check those stats real quick?
I am checking those stats real quick. Let's see here. No, get out of here, Tommy. Okay. No, actually, you know what? He had better last year. He rushed for 1,000 yards.
The last 2 seasons,
the year before that was 1,000 yards.
Combined 1,000 yards.
Listen,
the last 2 seasons.
Listen, y'all.
And guess who wasn't there the last 2 seasons?
Ezekiel Elliott was there in 2022.
Yeah, he was there in 2022.
He wasn't there. He was only not there last year. So the year that he was by himself, his average per attempt went from an average of over 5 to 4.0. The difference is he had 252 carries. He had 719 yards on 130 carries. So he had 122 carries less, but only 300 yards less at a clip of a 5.5. The year before, he had 193 carries on 1,007 yards at a clip of 5.2. Last year, he had the most carries he's ever had the lowest yards per attempt, and had less carries than he had the year before. What are we talking about? His production only meets it because his production is actually less because he had the most amount of carries.
Yeah.
Also he had 6 touchdowns. Last year he had 9. So in that lone season when he was by himself and he played all 17 games, nothing stands out besides his carries. He had way more carries. That's the only thing that stands out in his stats. Even his receiving yards were less than the last 2 years when he had Ezekiel.
And he averaged 5.7 per catch.
That's what I'm saying.
So Anthony averaged
9.5 and 8.6. Yes, when we look at what his attempts were and what he had total, but when you look at the production value, you gave him more time and he got less, and he gave you less production. So yes, I'm gonna stick to that. Tony Pollard was best productive years was when he was splitting time.
So Tony Pollard's next year dead cap $7 million and 2026 dead cap is $2 million. The out is 2026.
That's really not that bad. That's not that bad of a contract.
Anthony was on it.
Thank you, Anthony. Okay. But other than that, I don't really care about the Titans because they're going to suck.
Yeah, there's not much else to talk about them.
Can we talk about the Steelers real quick?
Yeah. What'd they do? Let's say. They signed Russell Wilson. They signed
Mr. Unlimited.
Patrick Queen. Dante Jackson from the Panthers. It was a trade for Deontay Johnson.
When I first saw that, I think somebody put that in the Discord.
Yeah, I did.
I was really high. And I thought it said Deontay Johnson for Deontay Johnson. Like I laughed for a good 15 minutes. I showed it to Alyssa, and Alyssa was like, "That says Jackson." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, Dante Jackson got traded to the Steelers. I guess they really didn't want Deontay Johnson anymore.
And they traded Kenny Pickett.
And they traded Pickett. Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to back up Russell Wilson, so he's going to go back up Jalen Hurts.
So what do you think about what they're doing?
What are they doing?
Well, they were 10-6 last year?
I mean, yeah, they kept the streak alive.
Or were they 9-7-1? 9-7.
They had a winning season.
Yeah, but were they 9-8? Were they 9-7-1?
Quick click. They were 10-7.
10-7. Okay. So they were 10-7 with a combination of Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and who else played for them at quarterback?
Mitch. Was it Mitch?
Yeah.
Mitch kissing titties.
So even with which I would say Russell Wilson even last year was better than all three of those quarterbacks.
Oh, absolutely. He was absolutely better than all three.
Okay, so they upgraded their quarterback position for very
cheap.
Very yes. They got a linebacker in Patrick Queen. They got rid of a wide receiver that quit on a play. Wasn't he the one that didn't block him and George Pickens? Deontay Johnson, I think it was
Deontay Johnson. There was a fumble on the ball, and he just didn't go towards it.
Yeah. Okay. So they got rid of that, and then they made some other small moves or anything like that. But I mean,
they only signed a safety and Deshaun Elliott and a long snapper re-signed.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pittsburgh needs to get another wide receiver. I think they need some better skill positions. I mean, they have Najee Harris.
What is it with them, though, in drafting these receivers that just they always seem to need to get rid of?
Because let's be honest, they're not very good.
Antonio Brown.
Okay,
that's all I got.
That's and we said all these receivers.
Yeah, because what?
Like
Juju left.
Yeah, Hines Ward was good. We know that Juju wasn't bad, but Juju never was the number one receiver.
No, he wasn't. He was only good because Antonio Brown was getting all the coverage.
Yeah, in that combination. So, like, and even if you go back, Antonio Randall. I mean, you could go back to
Antoine Randall.
Yeah, Antoine Randall. That's what I meant.
Antonio Holmes.
Plexico Burt. Yeah, right. Plexico. He was with them originally. Santonio Holmes. But once they leave, they're really. I mean, Plexico was good. But once they leave, it doesn't seem like they really do much.
Yeah, Juju only won a Super Bowl because he went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, so, and we saw what happened last year with him.
I mean, look what happened to Chase Claypool.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where I think maybe it's their system that makes them better than what they are, and they know something that we don't know.
Yeah. I think Mike Tomlin is a receiver whisperer. I think he knows what he's doing.
I think Mike Tomlin is an everything whisperer. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think if you had any problem, you just call Mike Tomlin.
I literally bet against him to not have a winning season, and I'm never doing that again.
That's the only reason why I went with the Steelers, because it's Mike Tomlin to have a winning season. All right, let's get in the Bears. I mean, Bears. What do we do? What the fuck, Jeremy? What's going on with
are they doing?
Boy, I wish I could reach through the phone and punch some people. Especially Bears fans. And you know who the fuck I'm talking about. I wish I could rearrange this motherfucker's face even more than it's fucked up right now.
Okay, so
I don't know who you're talking about, but this sounds aggressive.
How the fuck? So, you know, Keenan Allen went to the Bears.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keenan Allen at his press conference gets asked a question about Caleb Williams. This dumb motherfucker goes on X and says he didn't say nothing about Justin Fields, but listen to what he says about Caleb Williams. It's because it's a fucking question about Caleb Williams, you dumb motherfucker. What the fuck?
Which they might have asked.
This fucking idiot flip-flops every 5 fucking seconds. Oh, Justin Fields is him. We're gonna keep him. Oh, we should get Caleb Williams. Oh, 5 seconds later, Justin Fields is him. We're gonna keep him. We just need to surround him with better weapons. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up.
I rarely ever see his tweets anymore.
Motherfucker, I swear to God.
I don't even know who this is still.
He's been on the show.
I don't ever end up in fucking Chicago.
He hasn't been on the show for a couple years, but he's a Bears fan.
Well, if we look over what they've done, I mean, they signed Brett Rypien, whatever. DeAndre Swift, 3 years. All right. Keenan Allen was a trade. Dante Pettis. They got Cole Shelton and Ryan Bates. They got 2 other linemen. They got Gerald Everett, a linebacker whose name I cannot pronounce. They re-signed Jalen Johnson. They got Kevin Byard from the Eagles, and they got Jonathan Owens.
I just got Dante Pettis this morning, I think.
Yeah, I think that was this morning. Oh, you were making my legs go to sleep. I hope you know this. You look too comfortable.
But then he would post. I can't help it. He's
go ahead.
Irritating the fuck out of me.
Do what you need to do.
But then he fucking posted on there. Oh, Justin Fields would work out in fucking Las Vegas. You fucking. I can't fucking say it. I can't fucking say it.
So
this motherfucker talks so much shit about Luke Getsy while he was in fucking Chicago, and now Luke Getsy's in fucking Las Vegas. Oh, Getsy held Justin Fields back, but he'll work out in Las Vegas. Motherfucker, are you fucking stupid?
What do you think's going on with Justin Fields since we're on that topic?
I wanted him. I still want him.
I think Justin Fields needs to get out of Chicago. Ryan Poles has completely, I believe, ruined Justin Fields' fucking trade stock. He's said I think he set his career back by not fucking lowering his ask for whatever the trade compensation.
What is he asking for again? Is he still asking for a first?
It had to have been a first or a high second.
Yeah, high second.
Which is if you don't
right now it's a high second.
But it
it's
can't
a high
be
to middle second.
It can't be a high second. It's not possible.
It's got to be middle to back second.
This is
Ryan Poles has had people call and ask. The Eagles tried to get Justin Fields, but the ask was too high, so that's why they went and got Kenny Pickett.
This is what the fuck. This is what I'm gonna say with I'm not surprised by this.
That the Bears fucked it up?
No, that he's not traded. I responded on Twitter probably like midway through February that the only way this trade happens fast is if they're trading the number 1 pick. That's the only way it happens fast, is if they're going to trade the number 1 pick, because they're going to put it out there and they're going to have a bidding war before any free agency happens. But if they're keeping Justin Fields, they're not trading him to another draft. It would make absolutely no sense and that's basically because of the way the teams are going to come off of it. You have to let the dust settle before we know who's going to go where. So, and we know the media doesn't be knowing what the fuck they talking about. Oh, Russell Wilson's going to Atlanta. Russell Wilson's going here.
Bro, every fucking quarterback was linked to fucking Las Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. So they don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about. So what ends up happening is, we have to let the rest of the pieces get put into place. Now that you know who the quarterbacks are out there, you know Atlanta's not in the market for Justin Fields.
No.
You know Pittsburgh's not in the market of Justin Fields, which are two of the high places that they were saying. You know a lot of these places have got their backups. So Seattle's not going to be in the market for Justin Fields, even if they would have been in the market for Justin Fields just to see what happened with Geno. Arizona or some of Tampa's not going to be in the market for Justin Fields because they just signed Baker. So you had to see what was going to happen. And now you're going to you're going to get the teams that don't know what they want to do with quarterbacks. Can we trade up? Hey, we want a quarterback. Denver wants a quarterback. Can they trade up to get a quarterback? So now they can't trade up to get a quarterback. Now Justin Fields becomes more of an option because you can't get your quarterback, or you can't get the position where you want, or the quarterback is taken. And now that second round pick becomes a much easier pill to swallow because you might be saving these picks to see what happens in the draft, to see if you can trade up, depending on what Washington does. Now we know Washington's taking a quarterback. But what happened if Washington came out and got Kirk Cousins? Then maybe they don't take a quarterback with you.
Like
New England definitely get a quarterback.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have minded if the Raiders would have traded for Justin Fields, because I don't think Luke Getsy or Justin Fields was an issue in Chicago.
I don't either.
I think
Eberflus.
Yeah, I think it's an issue.
But now, okay, let's say that the Raiders are like, we want a quarterback, right? Let's say they want one.
But the Raiders aren't gonna. We want to. The Raiders need a quarterback.
Okay, but let's say now they try to trade up. Well, maybe you get to 3. Maybe depending on what you give up, but you got to give up a lot of shit for that. So now maybe you've done your due diligence, and no, we can maybe possibly get Bo Nix or so and so later in the draft, because nobody's going for him. I'm okay giving up a second round draft pick, or maybe they get Justin Fields and Bo Nix, or Michael Penix.
I think the Raiders decided they're going to take Byron Murphy and then get Bo Nix or Michael Penix.
Yeah, so you could, and with their second round pick, right? Now you're looking at it like maybe we take Justin Fields. Maybe we do that because he's cheap for 1 year. So, and even then, next year he's not expensive. So we have a 2-year window with Justin Fields. So I initially thought that Justin Fields being traded would take a while, because I thought the teams need to figure out what they were going to do, and places need to fall in pieces for other teams. And right now, when you think about it, what teams are quarterback hungry?
Denver.
So the Patriots,
Washington, New England, the Raiders.
So AFC East, Patriots. AFC North, nobody. Maybe the Steelers could still try to get a quarterback in the draft later on for development. AFC North. I'm sorry, AFC South. Nobody.
No, the Titans maybe.
No, the Titans drafted fucking Will Levis and what's his face, Malik Willis, back-to-back drafts. They're not taking a quarterback this draft.
No one.
AFC West, nobody.
Denver.
Raiders and Denver. So there's three. There's three teams in the whole entire AFC. If you go to the NFC, who? Vikings.
Vikings are one.
Although I do think the Chargers you could throw in there. They don't need a quarterback, but
they probably
they probably get JJ.
Right.
Viking, the Falcons aren't taking one.
No, Saints aren't.
Maybe.
Depending on where they fall. The Falcons should take one.
Depending
the Falcons can get a project quarterback, like I said.
But who's the
depending on where they fall.
Taylor Heineke.
Listen, you don't give him 4 years at $100 million guaranteed to get a project quarterback in fucking year one. No, you don't. You do that year 2, year 3. They're not drafting. I would be high. Maybe they draft one in the 3rd or 4th or 5th round.
No, not a first round pick.
Yeah,
no,
but they're not drafting. Okay, so maybe
that's what I project quarterback. It'd be one in the later rounds.
The Panthers aren't drafting one. The Bucks aren't drafting one. The East, maybe the Giants.
Commanders.
So, and then what else? The North. So we got the Vikings, the Commanders, the Giants, maybe the Saints.
What about the West? No one in the West.
Nobody in the West.
No one in the West. Unless Stafford retires out of nowhere.
They should, but
so we may have eight teams that can draft a quarterback. That's why I thought that, and depending on how we may not see Justin Fields get traded till the draft.
No, he might not get traded until the trade deadline.
I think Pittsburgh may pick up Fields in the draft.
That's what I'm saying. So that this does not surprise me. But I will tell you, I think the Bears are fucking up. I am going to say this on live for the first time ever. Caleb Williams is going to be a bust.
Is
that
really the first time we've said that?
But I understand that. But here's where I think I don't think the Bears fuck up in that manner. I think the Bears fuck up and they don't take a quarterback.
No, I think they do.
I think what they're doing is I think they're taking Marvin Harrison Jr. number 1 overall. If they take the number 1 pick, if Washington doesn't trade for the number 1 pick,
I think I would have thought that before Keenan Allen.
Yeah, but
so do I think if they traded? I think they're fucking up. I think not keeping Justin Fields is fucking up. I think that
I don't think they would want Marvin Harrison if they have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen.
That's what I'm saying. So I think they
want a receiver. Absolutely.
I think the issue that you have is Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. I think, and by bust, do I mean he's going to be Ryan Leaf or Jamarcus Russell? No. But do I think that he's with his hype train that he has, it's not he's going to be an average quarterback, maybe a backup.
If I may, because I said this a while ago too, I don't trust USC quarterbacks.
I don't either.
Pan out.
No. I also don't trust quarterbacks that are the next somebody.
Trevor Lawrence.
I don't trust any player when they are the next somebody coming out of college. There are certain players that you know coming out of college are grown-ass men and you know they're going to have fun. But most of these players that they are the next somebody never pan out. And we've seen so many hype trains that go. And there's too many red flags that people are ignoring with him because he makes so many off throws. Oh, he extends the play. He does this. So I think they're going to fuck up, and I think they're going to be in the same position in 4 to 5 years. Just like the Jets were in the same position in 4 to 5 years, or fucking 9 years. Just like the Panthers are going to be in the same position in 4 to 5 years. We see more teams that are in the same position in 4 to 5 years than we don't. Just like the fucking Browns are in the same position 4 to 5 years after they drafted fucking Baker.
Well, that's the problem with signing Alabama quarterbacks, though, number 1 for Panthers. Because they're used to having talent.
So I think the Bears are going to fuck this up. If it was me, I would trade the first overall pick. I would try to rebuild my line because right now my skill positions are set and give Justin's a realistic chance.
Who's Justin Fields' best receiver since DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
Since
Allen
DJ
Robinson.
Moore.
Allen Robinson.
Yeah, so.
Darryl Mahoney.
Had to stretch. He hasn't really had good receivers since DJ Moore.
No, but I mean, Darryl, one of their receivers is on your team, and you played him very handily.
Darnell Mooney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of his highlights. He reminds me of MVS a little bit.
I played with him in Madden. The motherfucker's fast as shit.
He is fast as shit. He does have a bit of a drop problem.
He does.
But hopefully they fix that.
And then anything else you guys want to talk about?
There's no other teams that excite me to speak on. I mean, I don't really see anyone else doing anything.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Did we miss something major?
The Vikings get Sam Darnold. Woo!
Oh, the Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro?
Talking to me, Jeremy. How you feel about that, buddy?
It is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I wish he would have stayed, but
you guys got Gardner Minshew.
His
number one quarterback.
Who the fuck said he was the number one quarterback?
I did just now.
He signed a 2-year, $25 million contract. I mean, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
right now he's the number one quarterback on your depth chart.
Well, no, you can't say that because you saying fucking Washington can't say that about fucking
Mariota.
Right.
That's because Mariota is not a starter in any way, shape, or form.
Neither's Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew is somewhat of a starter. He
only became a starter because he got thrusted in.
He almost led the Colts to the playoffs. Mariota quit on his team.
Yeah, I know. It was my team. No shit. But again, he got thrusted in. He was not supposed to be the starter.
But I think with Hunter Renfro, I think it all came down to contract. I don't know if they asked him to take a pay cut, and he said no, and that's why he got released. But $13 million for the production that was on the table at the time was not good.
No, you're right.
But that all falls on the shoulders of McDumbfuck and fucking what was the GM? Ziegler.
Mike Mayock?
No, the contract came from Ziegler.
Oh.
McDumbfucking Ziegler. They gave him 13.75 million a season. Yeah, he had like 250 yards last season. I wish he would have stayed, but I'll bet you I know where he ends up.
Where's he going?
He's going right there to New Orleans.
Same with Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams not going to New Orleans.
But that's where Derek Carr is.
I think if anything, if the Raiders are dumb enough to trade Devontae Adams, he's going back to Green Bay.
He's going to the Jets.
Yeah, send him to the Jets. Play with Aaron.
He's not going to the Jets. Aaron's going to be the fucking running for vice president. He's not going to be playing football.
Stop licking the floor.
Hunter going to New England. What Hunter?
Hunter Renfro, I'm assuming.
Oh. Duh, that's what we're talking about. I'm a fucking idiot.
No, Hunter Pence from baseball is going back. Sign the outfielder to the Giants to play quarterback in New England.
Hunter Renfro's getting released isn't that big of a loss when we got Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers.
I know, but it's not. I'm not saying there's a lot of times when the releases aren't that big of a deal for your team, but as a fan, it's a big deal because
it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah,
it hurts.
As a Raiders fan, I've learned not to get too attached to anybody.
True, but I mean, even with the Chiefs, we lost Willie Gay, and I was okay with that till I saw what he got signed for, and I'm like, seriously, y'all couldn't find $3 million?
Well, I mean, that's the way it was with Jacobs when you see what his deal actually is.
Yeah.
But then you look at it, and the Raiders had 2 contract offers on the table, and he didn't accept them, and he didn't want to be in. He didn't even send a thank you. At least, fucking Hunter Renfro sent a thank you to the fans and the team.
True.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs didn't seem like he wanted to
then
do
the
that.
Packers posted a picture of Jacobs with his favorite child, and they left the other 16 in Vegas or something.
He has 16 children.
I don't know. He's got a lot of kids apparently.
Oh fuck. So yeah, I don't.
But Jacobs didn't even say thanks to the fans or anything. So that
Says
I mean,
Josh
that
Jacobs only has one kid.
Huh?
He only has one confirmed kid, but now someone's saying he has 12 sons and one daughter.
Yeah, there's women that are saying they have kids by him all over the fucking place.
Wait.
You don't remember the rumor? Like, what was it last year?
Hold on. Please, let's rewind this. Let's rewind this real quick, okay? Let me get this straight. He has one confirmed kid,
One confirmed son.
but has rumors of 12
But
to 13.
there are women saying they have children by Josh Jacobs.
How the fuck do you go from 1 to 12?
There's
So
women
he has
that
13
say
children
they have kids
rumored.
by Josh Jacobs.
You know how I feel about women that be talking shit. I don't believe these women.
Wait, what's Josh Jacobs' real name? Why is someone Googling that? It wouldn't just be Josh.
These hoes ain't loyal.
What?
These hoes ain't loyal.
Okay, so he has 13 kids apparently.
So I think this is the issue. Do I think we're signing him? No. I think worst case scenario, we'll let him play out on his franchise tag. And then or we'll try to trade him for draft picks. I don't think the money he deserves, we're not gonna be able to pay him.
Wait,
Well,
if you guys don't trade
Twitter's
him, you don't
trending
have
with the
enough money to
Colts.
sign your draft picks.
Huh?
If you guys don't trade him, you don't have enough money to sign your draft picks.
I will figure that shit out. No, we have more money. Mahomes just took
Mahomes is already restructured. They can't restructure him again.
Everybody got 30 million.
Mahomes just restructured his contract again.
Yeah, okay. So
they can't restructure him again this season.
The money that we have cap room because of Mahomes restructuring. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, but then we signed no, we don't. We only have like 6 million. Damn it, then we signed what's his face?
Yeah, like you guys don't
Hollywood
have that
Brown.
much cap space.
Yeah, we had
What the hell are you talking about? You got money.
We had like 13 to 16 million after Mahomes.
Well, it says 15 million. I don't know.
Yes, because that's what I'm saying.
Did it account for Hollywood Brown yet?
But
we now have an estimated of 9.26 million. So we signed Chris Jones using the upgrade, that the money that everybody got from the cap hike, and then Mahomes restructured his contract to free up more money. So even with Snead, as of right now, we have 9.26 million in cap room estimated.
So over the cap says you have 15 million. Sport Track says you have 6 million. Let's see.
So we have between 9 and 6 million.
PFF says you've got
negative 62.
Negative 5.6.
PFF is never up to date, buddy.
Yeah, I don't trust that one.
Yeah, they're never up to date. Without the $30 million increase, we would have been fucked.
Yeah, you would have lost Chris Jones.
Yeah, of course. Which I can't wait to hear those conspiracy theories.
Well, yeah, they raised it so you could get.
So you have somewhere between negative 5 million and 15 million.
No, we have between 6 and 9. We had roughly between 16 and
how many draft picks you guys got?
A lot. Well, we're not gonna sign on them bitches. Put some on the practice squad.
Do what?
So yeah, but I don't know about that. I can't think of anybody else that we want to.
There's no other big deals.
No, I was looking at them. We covered basically all of them.
Yeah.
All right, so be on the lookout for the. If you haven't checked it out, go and check my channel, Keller Rock's channel. We got the Madden franchise game going, epic game that went on last week or 2 weeks ago. Sam will be live streaming later on today.
Yeah, give it a little bit.
I may be live streaming some Undisputed later on today, definitely tomorrow. And then check out the videos that are coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Brian Burns going to the Giants.
You know what's crazy about it was what they got for him.
Yeah,
That was what the fuck.
I don't think it makes any difference because the Giants are
was
going
it
to
like
suck.
a second and a fourth or second
Yeah.
and a fifth or something?
when they were offered 2 firsts by the Rams.
Yeah, but that was what they were offered way more than that at the trade deadline too.
Yeah, they got a lot of good offers for Brian Burns.
And yeah, they ended up with a second round. I don't think it means nothing for the Giants because the Giants are going to suck.
It was more or less how stupid the Panthers are.
I think Brian Dable is going to get fired.
Poor Dable.
No, poor Dable.
No, poor Dable.
No, he was part of that signing of Daniel Jones.
Oh, then fuck Dable.
Yeah, exactly. No, poor Dable.
Poor Danny Dimes.
No, poor Danny Dimes. Tommy DeVito.
No,
All
poor
right.
Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, what? Yeah, Tommy DeVito. Fuck, Tommy DeVito's turn, buddy. Chicken cutlets.
Hey, for all the
Average
WWE fans
touchdown
today,
for
guess what
Cutlet
today
we
is?
have.
Huh?
Except for all the WWE fans, guess what today is?
March 15th.
3/16.
Oh yeah, 316. 316. By the way, you been watching any of that, Jeremy?
A little bit.
What are you thinking about the WrestleMania card that's coming up soon?
Bro, it's fucking weird the fact that on the first night of WrestleMania, they're having a tag team match between The Rock and Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. And then night 2 is the championship matches with Seth Rollins has a championship match. And then
It's Drew
fucking
McIntyre.
Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes have a championship match. It's fucking weird.
So it's not I wouldn't, because they've done this a lot. I mean, they used to do it a lot more with the Royal Rumble and also with some WrestleMania when you had the qualifying match to get in. If you were a champion in the Royal Rumble, you still had to defend your title, then you went and wrestled in the Royal Rumble. I think they're just trying to take, because it's 2 nights, I think they're trying to take advantage of The Rock coming back, because they wanted The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and the WWE Universe decided, fuck you guys, we're not standing for this. I think it's unfair to Seth. I think that's the one that we know he's going to lose because of the fact that he is the only one. Drew's not in another match. So if Drew loses, this will make him look extremely weak. So I think Drew is going to dethrone Seth. And I think this is just a given. And I do agree with you. I don't care a fuck about the tag team match. I would have rather them push that off till later. I don't care about the bloodline rules because, like, oh, we're gonna have bloodline rules and we're gonna beat the shit out of you. Do you
Like
think
even if Cody and Seth win,
They will.
they're gonna interfere anyway. So what the
They're
fuck
gonna
does it matter?
So yeah, I agree with you.
It's all a moot point. It's stupid. I don't know.
I'm not really liking The Rock's comeback at all. I know a lot of people are liking that. He just looks like an old man to me.
He is weird.
Yeah.
He's like the creepy uncle.
Yeah. He's crossed that line now. I love the Bailey storyline with Damage Control, even though it's been shown 100. Of course, the Uso versus Uso at WrestleMania.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles is gonna be that should be fun.
This is what I dislike about that. I dislike them turning AJ a bad guy.
But AJ for a lot of his career has been a bad guy.
But the problem is
so they didn't really turn him into a bad guy. He went from bad guy to good guy to bad guy.
But they cheer him so much as a bad guy. Like, he should always be, in my opinion, that anti-hero. The one that straddles that line. Yeah, but AJ Styles versus LA Knight should be amazing.
Oh yeah, and then Jimmy and Jey Uso. It is official.
And then who's Gunther fighting for the IC title?
Oh,
I don't think they've announced that yet.
They have.
I hate that ESPN gets in here into this.
Is Sami Zayn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Logan Paul is facing off against Randy Orton and KO.
And like, I just want to see him get fucking hurt. Like,
I'm gonna be honest,
real hurt, not fake WWE hurt. Like, I want to see him accidentally fall on the top of a ring post and get punctured by the fucking ring post. Like, and you see
they don't have
fly out the back of him, and
They don't have Gunther's opponent locked in yet.
It is. It's Sami Zayn.
No, I'm on right now 18 unless it happened in the last 14 hours. Did it happen yesterday on SmackDown? I haven't watched it yet.
Where are you looking?
I looked up WrestleMania matches, WrestleMania 40 matches.
If you look
Never
at
mind, I'm
Bleacher
stupid.
Report,
Okay, I'm done.
It's
The
Gunther
contract
versus Sami
signing
Zayn.
is going to happen on 3/18.
Yeah, because Sami Zayn beat Chad Gable.
I wish they'd have gave it to Chad Gable.
It was either going to be Sami Zayn or Chad Gable. Sami Zayn won the match.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. This is shaping up to be a great WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Bayley versus Io. Gunther versus Sammy. Finn Balor and Damian Priest will defend their titles in a six-pack.
It's a six tag team match.
Yeah, you got excited on that one, Jeremy.
I
He
hope
got
them motherfuckers get beat. Them
Jeremy looked
motherfuckers
like a
annoy
little
the
kid.
fuck
Jeremy
out
said
of me.
six times. I thought you were doing the Booker T thing.
Damian Priest,
Logan Paul. And then
Damian Priest irritates the fuck out of me.
Who?
Damian Priest.
Yeah. Well, you know what's gonna happen.
What? What the fuck?
When did Damian Priest cash in his Money in the Bank contract?
He hasn't.
He's cashing it in on Monday on WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, that's why they're having a tag team match.
Well, he's the tag team champions.
No, that's why they're having the tag team match between Roman and The Rock versus fucking Cody and Seth, and then night 2 are the championship matches. Damian Priest only got fucking. They got the tag team match, and then fucking he's gonna cash in. And what? The tag team match is on day 1.
Yeah, so he'll cash in on day 2 against Seth and Drew.
I don't think he's going. I think he's going for the Roman Reigns one.
No way.
Look, I will put money on it. He is going after the Universal title.
Yes, Uso versus Uso is official. If Gunther loses, he should be in line he will be in line for a world title story. Are they going to split it? I think they're going to end up splitting. They have to, because I think once they lose it, they'll end up somehow splitting it. But they're going to take it away for Damian Priest, or they'll end up winning it and they'll split it, because there's too many good tag teams right now. I don't think. Listen, if he cashes in the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes match, he takes the pinfall. He doesn't win.
I think he does.
I think if they cash in,
I think if he goes for the Universal title, Cody Rhodes helps him win that.
Win.
He's going to cash it in right after the match, and if Cody loses, Cody Rhodes is going to help him win the title.
But Cody can't
Rhodes
lose.
is going to hold off the bloodline.
Cody can't lose.
Cody's going to lose.
No, if they cash in at Money in the Bank, if he cashes it in, it'll have to be like what they did with Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. He'll cash it in halfway through, turn it into a triple match threat, and he takes the pin so both of them stay strong. And then you can that's the reason why he lost. If Cody loses, he lost because of Damian Priest, and then Cody feuds with Damian Priest.
Oh, I like Anthony's thinking there.
And then The Rock turns on Roman.
That's what I think is happening, because everybody keeps pointing out at the end of all the speeches, The Rock keeps holding up his finger and he keeps making an L, and then he takes it back.
The Rock has made it very, very clear that he is not with the bloodline. In all of his
he acknowledged Roman Reigns.
Listen, I understand, but in all of his promos, he comes out after them. They get in the ring first. He comes out after them. A lot of times Roman Reigns waiting in the ring. He doesn't wear any bloodline gear. None. No shirts, no nothing. He throws up his L. And when he said he acknowledged him, he didn't say he acknowledged Roman Reigns as a tribal chief because he was the head of the table. He said he acknowledges him that because that's what family does. He is 100% setting it up for him to turn on Roman and basically say, I didn't acknowledge you because you were the best. I acknowledged you because you needed my help. That's why. So I get what you're saying. He's done all the right stuff, but I've watched enough wrestling to pay attention to all the shit that he's doing and go, this motherfucker's going to turn on him.
I hope he does.
And that's why I think that
Roman is just getting irritated now with all the part-time shit.
Yep. So that's why I think what ends up happening, I think what will end up happening is I think Damian Priest does it to Seth Rollins. Cody, Roman helped Cody win the championship. Roman then challenges Cody, or Cody then challenges The Rock. Roman takes some time off because he doesn't know what the fuck to do. The bloodline goes in disarray. And then Brock ends up coming back with Heyman and all this bullshit. And then when Roman finally comes back, his eyes are set up at SummerSlam. They're set on fucking Cody and The Rock. He'll then face the Cody at like Royal Rumble or something like that. And then he'll end up facing The Rock at WrestleMania. Exactly.
Yeah, Roman Reigns he's been to too many Monday night and Friday night shows in a row.
Well, I'm telling you, yeah. So when he loses, we're talking about we don't see him till SummerSlam. And then when he comes back, he beats the shit out of both of them, takes on Cody. The Rock disappears for a little bit because of an injury or a storyline. And then The Rock and him come back and build up for WrestleMania. Damn, I can be a booker for that.
I got to get going now.
I do too. So, Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out, buddy.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.